Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a pick a card reading on the theme of the Two of Swords, about a difficult situation or decision that you are encountering. Okay? And with pile number 1, we have the Universal Celtic Tarot with the lapis lazuli. Pile number 2 is the Everyday Witch Tarot with the green fluorite. Pile number 3 is the Steampunk Tarot with the amethyst. And pile number 4 is the Rider Tarot with the citrine tower. Each one of these crystals aids in decision making. So just go along with your intuition. Each one kind of has a different touch, to it. And I will see you in your piles. If you chose pile number 1 with the Universal Celtic Tarot and the lapis lazuli, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. Now, today, since we are dealing with decisions and needing clear answers, we are going to do something a little bit different, okay? We are going to do what some call the Celtic cross, while others call it the dove and serpent. Okay, so this is the situation crossed by the challenge. We lay a focus card above, a recent past card below, a possibilities card to this side, and a near future card to this side. For the snake, or the cross's bottom half, we have power, environment, hopes and fears, and outcome. Okay? Now you can let me know in the comments if you like this format and the clarity that it provides, or if you prefer my free form where I just go wherever the cards take me in whatever meaning that my intuition tells me. For the situation of this pile, we are dealing with strength, number 8 in the major arcana. And I am getting that you are wondering, do you have enough strength to pursue a certain situation? Okay? Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, a financial opportunity, having children, taking care of an animal, whatever the situation is, you are asking yourself, do I have the strength? With the challenge coming across it being the Ace of Pentacles, that does tell me for a lot of you that this focus is in the material world, which is your health, wealth, and household. Okay? Now, the focus is Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, what is meant for you. Okay? I'm also getting an element of time here for some of you, and I am once again getting that fertility and abundance energy here with the pregnant Bridget. In the recent past, you have the Chariot. You've taken action on something. You may be in the midst of it. It may have just happened. You may have moved, like literally moved within the last year or so. But this is balanced, light and dark, masculine, feminine, yin and yang. Okay? Moving forward with balance towards something. Your possibilities is King of Pentacles, and this is ultimate financial stability. Okay? This is grounded, earth-centered, health, wealth, household stability. Okay? Everything that one could ask for in a material situation. Near future, we have Ace of Swords. So a new way of thinking. Okay? A new way of thinking is going to emerge in your near future. You're going to go from a need-based way of thinking to an abundant way of thinking. Um, and I really like that for you. I really like that for you. Timing wise, with this Ace of Swords here, um, I'm seeing snow on the ground here. It could be within the time frame of the first snow, or it could be the thawing of the snow into the spring with that sunlight coming through here. Okay, take it as it resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Given all this fertility energy we've got going on, possibly spring. Okay. In the power situation, your generosity is a power, okay? And it is bringing in good energy for you. It is bringing in this abundance energy. Not only will you have enough for yourself, but you will have enough to share, okay? So whether it's your health you're worried about because you want to be able to be there for your grandbabies, it's letting you know you will be, okay? If it's your wealth you're worried about, you're not going to be able to take care of those under your responsibility, yes you will. If it is your household, okay, I see an expanding, growing household and the ability to take care of that. The environment, Seven of Pentacles, they're asking you to look at the beauty and wonder of the world and not the ugly, okay? And with this baby here, we are once again seeing that fertility, childlike energy. And there's either a pregnant woman or a child in here three times, okay? So for some of you, that is exactly what you're going to be dealing with, a new baby, and you will have the strength. You will have the financial resources and the health, okay? And you're not alone. You have a community that will support you. In your hopes and fears position, we have rest. Four of Wands, and the sun coming up over the horizon. You know that song from Annie, the sun will come out tomorrow. You know, sorry, I'm sick. I can't sing very well right now, but excuse me. But it's that sort of energy. So maybe some of you are choosing to adopt, since that came through with Annie in the orphan movie there. Okay. But definitely has to do with your decision making. They are asking you to stop, rest, and consider. Sleep on it before making a decision, okay? So that you know you're doing it for the right reasons. And the outcome is the Star. Faith, hope, restoration, rejuvenation, healing. There's a grounding element here as well. But also literally shooting for the stars, right? Letting go of all that does not serve you and stepping into your own purpose, power, and destiny. And it can literally have a star quality element to it. So some sort of renown, maybe a promotion. Okay? I see beautiful, beautiful things here. Now, if we were doing this face-to-face, you know, I would always pull a clarifier for you or anything you need clarification for. But since that's not the case here, we are going to let the crystals and the oracle clarify anything that might be going on in your mind about this. Lapis lazuli. We will be reading from The Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth. Lapis lazuli aids in truth, confidence, and contentment. It works with the third eye and throat chakra. Lapis lazuli is a stone of truth and knowledge. Its deep blue creates a peaceful atmosphere of acceptance. It will enhance your self-awareness and illuminate your deepest desires. If you have had difficulty in the past with being able to speak out, it will clear the stale energy of those experiences and make self-expression much easier. It will create the desire for information, inspiring quests for knowledge, and even boosting memory. Lapis lazuli strengthens bonds with friends and family members, heightening a sense of loyalty. This stone is also great for working with dreams and can be used to facilitate spiritual vision, creating a path for divine guidance. Healers use lapis lazuli to harmonize thyroid and other endocrine gland imbalances, as well as to aid throat ailments. For personal use, place on your third eye to clear your chakra and stimulate spiritual awareness. At home, it can inspire and nurture loyalty with a live-in partner or spouse. And at work, it can support integrity in the workplace and inspire trustworthiness. Okay? And I'm actually going to move this down just a smidge. There you go. Now you can see your lineup. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So let us pull for you any other further crystals that might be of aid in this endeavor. And I'm feeling this one down here. Yellow jasper, wealth, success, and wisdom with the Seven of Pentacles, which we got right here. And ruby, wealth, wisdom, and success in love, King of Pentacles, which we have over here. All right, guys, way to go. And then alexandrite, energy, power, and passion, Queen of Wands. Okay. Tiger's eye, building courage and attracting wealth, Five of Swords. Okay. Excuse me, guys. We'll pull a Moonology oracle really quick. Apparently a whole bunch of them. Be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. Okay, so for some of you, you're asking questions, and these are the answers. All right, so hold them in your mind. Be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Someone here may be in Aries. We just had full moon in Aries. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries, right? So time to take action now. They're very much action cards, right? Be bold, make the first move. A fiery climax approaches. It's time to take action. Very, very action-oriented cards here. A time for healing, balsamic moon. Okay. Let go of the past. Don't let it hold you back. A new start is coming, new moon. And you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. All right. I hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so, if you would. They're actually saying one white light oracle card. So let's pull that. Amethyst, number 4. Going to cover her chest for social media purposes. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. And we saw that here, didn't we, with that Four of Swords. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. Okay? And I hope that helps bring you some clarity. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you've got this. Whatever this difficult situation, the decision that you're going through right now, you have got this. Okay? Love you. Bye. If you chose pile number 2 with the Everyday Witch Tarot and the green fluorite, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are doing something a little bit different because we're dealing with difficult situations and choices that need to be made, decisions that need to be made. And so we're going to do something more clear and concise called the Celtic Cross, otherwise known as the Dove and Serpent. So this one here is the situation. This one is the challenge. Focus, recent past, possibilities, near future. Power, environment, hopes and fears, outcomes. And there's a wide range of ways to do this setup. You can change these to anything that you desire that works best for you. Okay? Let me know in the comments if you like this particular style or if you prefer my more go with the flow, widespread, wherever my intuition leads me method. Okay? With the situation for this deck, we have King of Wands. Okay? So the situation is mastery of intuition, mastery of spirituality, mastery of what makes your soul sing, right? And this could be travel, this could be teaching, this could be being a yogi, I mean, a life coach. It can be any number of things that deals with your intuition, your passion, your spirituality, okay? And your decision you are attempting to make, or the situation you are trying to decipher, is pertaining to this for this pile. The challenge, crossing it, King of Pentacles. So you've got a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles. So this is someone very much in their power, okay? Very, very powerful individual. And the issue that appears to be crossing this is someone who wants not just financial stability, but someone who wants intergenerational wealth, legacy, never having to worry about money ever again. But also that health, any form of wealth, it doesn't just have to be money. It can be land, it can be animals, it can be, and household, right? And here we have food and drink, okay? So this could be somebody in the culinary industry as well. It could be a kitchen witch. It could be a geographer. I mean, it could be an animal husbandry specialist, a farmer, a homesteader, anything, okay? But this is dealing with abundance, okay? An abundance of spiritual gifts and an abundance of material, and trying to balance those two. Trying to have your spirituality and your practicality balanced, and one providing for the other, right? And vice versa. The focus is on the devil energy. So greed, lust, addiction, gossip, fear of what other people think and say. Okay? That is coming through very strongly here for this powerful person who is wanting to create. I'm almost getting a spiritual empire energy coming off of this, okay? You're worried about money. You're worried about having enough food, for your children and yourself and your animals, and, will you be able to make a go of it doing this? You're also worried about what other people will think and say. Will they think that you're evil because, you've practiced something different than what they do? And I'm here to tell you that, one, it does not matter what they think, okay? It simply does not. Two, you have to answer to your own soul. No one can answer for you, all right? And you can't answer for anyone else. You need to decide within your own soul, within your own self, whether this is a good thing or not. Okay, and I think that the cornerstone of this decision you're trying to make, this situation that you're in, you're at this juncture because the volcano is smoking and about to erupt. Okay, you're about to give birth to something quite magnificent. In the recent past, I see a recent marriage or a recent union of families, maybe perhaps having had a child, a new house, purchased a new house, piece of land, maybe reunited with your family after being estranged, okay? I do see some pretty strong family ties here, and emotional abundance, but not just that, but financial abundance. I am seeing someone that may have had to move for a job, okay? I'm also seeing someone who, intergenerational legacy. For some of you may have actually achieved something quite significant, and now you're looking for the next steps, right? Possibilities, King of Cups. So, emotional balance at its finest, okay? For some of you, this is going to be retirement. For others of you, this is so much wealth that you can buy your own island, okay? But do remember that no man or woman is an island in and of themselves. We all do need people. We all do need support systems, okay? Joy and community in our lives. I'm getting a little bit of Game of Thrones energy from this one today, which is interesting. I don't usually get that. And some past life with that ammonite under the throne there, okay? So there have been quite a few struggles in this department throughout your lives, throughout the generations. A little bit of ancestral trauma, perhaps, that you are wrapping up. Your ancestors rooting you on, looking to the future. Gold, right, is coming through there. And the Emperor. My goodness, you've had such powerful cards for your cross here for your dove. The Emperor is an Aries power card. This is personal authority at its best, highest, largest degree. Okay? You know who you are. You stand firmly in it. So your future position is you mastering this craft and you rising above what anyone else thinks, you fulfilling your destiny, what was written in the stars for you from the beginning. And your light shines so brightly that you are recognized throughout the world or throughout your community or throughout your occupation, right, for this thing that you do. Okay? I'm getting that for some of you, dogs that are important. There's dogs in several aspects here. Some of you may have been born in the year of the dog. Maybe you have a dog, but they like to be around you, right? They lay around you. They follow you. Yeah, dog person. There's also some cats here as well, but this is a cat-inspired deck. So I'm really... While there are cats, and some of you may have cats, I am really getting the dog essence here very strongly. Some of you also may have Taurus in your chart. That came through on one of these. Okay? But personal power, I mean, you have got this to such a degree that it is just outrageous. Some of you may practice astrology or astronomy. Some of you may work with metal or crystals or antler or things like that to make wands or jewelry or things like that. I'm getting protection and passion and healing. What you are doing brings about protection and healing in your life while also letting you to follow after your passion. All right, power position, 10 of Swords. Interesting one for power position. And you know what this means. The pain of your past drives you forward to make better decisions, to be around better people for you. Okay, that your past taught you much. It taught you to be empathetic. It taught you when someone is using you or abusing you to walk away. It taught you to forgive. Okay, it taught you to let go, to surrender to the plan of the divine, knowing that everyone is on a learning journey. Everyone. Okay. Some of you are healing from a sexual wound of some kind, whether it's shame from following your own bodily passions or whether someone harmed or hurt you physically. Both have a different kind of wound, but it does impact our ideas and our ways of thinking and the energies we have around that form of bodily companionship. And some of you are healing that as part of your personal power. I'm also getting that some of you are helping others to heal because of your own experiences. So there is power in your pain, and you're getting back up again, and you're healing and you're releasing. Okay? That, I get knocked down, but I get up again sort of energy, very much coming through there. With the environment, not only will you have enough financially in your health, your wealth, and any form of wealth, and your household, for yourself, you're going to have enough to share. And I do see you as a teacher, okay? Teaching young and old alike, age is irrelevant. Teaching them the skills that you have learned because they want to learn from you. You've become this exceedingly abundant externally and internally individual, and they want to learn how you did it. They want to learn how to do it for themselves. Some of you will encounter people who want to help you. Loving energy that will be there to help, support, guide, and care for you. Okay? Others will be very eager just to simply be in your presence and learn from the things that you say and do, like a student and apprentice and something of that sort. Okay? In your hopes and fears, you hope to have an emotionally stable environment, one of peace and harmony and love with your family, the people that your loved ones. You want to be able to have days playing in the creek with your children, with your spouse, with your pets. You want to be able to have picnics in the grass. Um, watch out for the fire ants if you're in the South. But these are things that are perfectly reasonable to want. This is a beautiful hope, and honestly, I am so very proud of you that this is where your attention actually lies. And that rainbow colored quilt beneath their picnic really shows me with that blue, the yellow, green, and purple that you are tapping into the four elements. You are using that to help bring balance into your life. And the outcome, the Hermit. In this case, though, it's not just about going out and being by yourself to learn or to grow, okay? While it does represent shadow work in so many aspects, this is that peace that you want, okay? This is the peace that you long for. Spiritual connectedness to nature, the ancestors, and the divine. The knowledge that you seek also seeks you, and you will find it. Such a beautiful, beautiful energy. Some of you might benefit from doing some meditation and grounding work out in nature, in the woods, from camping, perhaps, okay? Just be mindful of your environment. If you live in an area with bears or wild cats, do please take all precautions, okay? All right, with the green fluorite crystal, we have encouragement, harmony, and purifying. Works with the throat and heart chakras. Green fluorite is a gentle healer, subtly bringing the physical and emotional bodies into balance. It helps reset the mind, quiet mental chatter, and clear a cluttered consciousness. This stone is very effective at dispelling negative energy and should be cleansed often. It emanates an energy of encouragement and support. Its strong connection with the heart chakra clears painful past emotions and radiates love, strengthening and guiding your intuition in matters of romance and relationships, and we did see that here. Healers believe it supports the immune system and helps your body integrate the nutrients it needs. For personal use, use as a worry stone if you're feeling overwhelmed. At home, it can help harmonize a challenging relationship with a family member or housemate. And at work, it can support focus in a chaotic work environment. Okay? So that familial balance and quality time and provision really coming through there nicely. Okay, and we are going to pull Selenite, cleansing yourself and your space, 6 of Pentacles, and we have that card here, okay? So part of that balance that you seek, part of that journey for yourself is making sure that you are cleaning your space physically and metaphysically, okay? And then we have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries, okay? So they're asking you to do that now, right? And then don't let your past hold you back, South Node. And we saw that there, didn't we? A little bit of with that pain here, okay? All right, and let's close out with a white light oracle message. Okay, well, apparently they have 3 in mind for this pile. We will start with Beta of Spirit Wolf number 23, because that's the first one that I saw when it flipped over. Give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition, commit to your tasks, and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any situation. And we're going to put that right there. Okay. Number 43, Karma of Kutahala. Your sacred and soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. To commit to what truly ignites your heart, and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects to your heart. Follow your genuine and meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, You shall prevail. You shall arise. And I'm going to say that again. You shall prevail. You shall arise. Okay? Number 20, Spirit Owl of 852 hertz. It might benefit you to listen to music at 852 hertz. And we did see the owl here in the Hermit card that we saw earlier. So tap into that inner wisdom, knowledge, and knowing. Okay? Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you've got this. All right? Love you. Bye. If you chose pile number 3 with the Steampunk Tarot and the Amethyst, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. Today we are going to be doing things just a little bit differently because we are using the Two of Swords to ask about what situation or decision we're dealing with, okay? And we're going to use what's called the Celtic Cross or Dove and Serpent, depending on how you want to look at it, to give us very clear, concise answers as best as we can. So this is the situation, which fell out all on its own. All right. Challenge. Focus. Recent past. Possibilities. Near future. Power. Environment. Hopes and fears. Outcome. Okay, and you can do this in any way that suits you. You know, you can make up your own as long as your intention is clear what each card means. Okay? Now, the situation. 9 of Pentacles. So financial independence. Okay? And health, independence, and strength. And stability within one's household are things, right, with the Pentacles. But I am really strongly getting financial independence here. And honestly, pile 1 and pile 2 also had elements of finance, so that seems to be on a lot of people's mind right now. The challenge is the Queen of Swords, which is really interesting. So this tells me that the challenge is in your own thoughts. I am getting that you will be gifted clarity on your situation, okay? And even though this is dealing with pentacles and independence, and even though this is dealing with clarity of thought, I am getting a love energy here as well. So clarity on who you are meant to be with as well. Okay? So financial independence or health, depending on which one is best, what works for you, or household. And clarity is going to be handed to you. Clarity is going to be gifted to you, and it could be that all of that is resolved around the same time. Okay, the finances, the love life, and the clarity of thought may all resolve itself at the same time. But let's take a look. Okay, with the focus, Knight of Cups. So you can feel this love, right? You can absolutely feel this love in motion. You can feel it moving towards you. And you've been working on your self-love, right? And you've put a lot of work into this. I can feel it. You've put a lot of shadow work into this situation. In your recent past, Knight of Wands, yeah, absolutely. Taking action on your spiritual side, doing all that shadow work, tapping into Akashic records and past life memories, healing ancestral trauma, breaking patterns. You have been on top of it, my darling. I'm getting Egyptian past life here. Possibility, finally getting to rest, right? After all of this hard work. all of this drama of life that that just seems to permeate our existence as human beings. Rest. You are going to be given the gift of rest. Is that not beautiful? Okay? Peace of mind. Such a beautiful gift. And with the King of Swords, in the near future, you will have clarity. You will have knowing. You will have wisdom. You will have insight. Okay? You see this crystal ball here? Okay? You're going to know. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. I'm also getting that some of you may be traveling. Some of you may be overcoming past life traumas through therapy. Writing your memoirs, writing a self-help book. Okay, we're getting a lot of different things here. Expanding your library. In the Power card, we have 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, I am so happy for you. Okay, so your power lies in your own intuition, right? You see the tarot card reader there beneath showing what's about to happen. Okay, so with, even though the 10 of Pentacles is dealing with health, wealth, household, anything tangible you can touch, okay, in this particular deck, your power lies in your intuition and in your ability to love unconditionally. And while you may doubt it at the moment, I do not. You will love, and it will be abundant. It will be verdant. Okay? Just beautiful. Power in knowing and in love is an extraordinary gift. In your environment, patience. Okay? With the Temperance card, they're asking you to be patient and to be balanced. All right, and know that you're protected and watched over. These red wings represent archangel energy. Okay, so balance, patience, knowing you're protected, and what will come to you will come to you when it's meant to. Hopes and fears, new way of thinking. Right, you want to have clarity, but at the same time, you're also afraid of the answer. Okay. And that's perfectly normal and perfectly human. There are a lot of fears wrapped up in this that I'm feeling, especially pertaining to the love that I've seen here. But know that it's going to be all right. Know that this new beginning brings you a whole new understanding. It takes you to a whole other frequency. All right. And the outcome, fate, destiny, the wheel of fortune. Okay, this is meant to be across multiple lifetimes. All right. I'm getting someone who's been every sign, every zodiac sign under the sun. They've lived that many lifetimes. And this is a gift. Destino. Right? A gift from the universe, from fate, from destiny. And it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Let's look at amethyst. And I'm getting that this amethyst crystal could either assist you and or your partner in this situation. Okay? Peace, spirituality, purifying. Works with the crown and third eye chakras. Amethyst radiates pure peace and tranquility. This gentle but powerful stone opens the third eye and will awaken your inner spirituality. It clears and soothes the mind for meditation, allowing space to raise your consciousness. Amethyst is also known as the stone of sobriety, used in ancient times to abate the effects of drunkenness. It's helpful for dealing with and understanding the underlying reasons of addictive behavior, both substance-related and emotional. As a result, it aids self-control and curbs overindulgence. The healing benefits of amethyst extend to all general areas, ranging from insomnia to painful headaches and eye strain. For personal use, meditate with a piece of amethyst on your third eye to feel its healing energy and clear your upper chakras. At home, it can dispel negativity and create a peaceful environment. And at work, it protects your space from adverse energy, either from coworkers or the environment itself. So any sort of addictive behaviors, this is a strongly one. But it's also very strongly for intuition, heightening intuition. All right, let's get you Selenite, cleansing yourself and your space, Six of Pentacles. This came out in pile number 2 as well, so if you were drawn to pile number 2, please do feel free to check it out. And Ruby, wealth, wisdom, and success and love, King of Pentacles. And I do believe that came out in pile number 1, if you were drawn to pile number 1. I'm also getting wisdom, virtue, and good fortune, King of Wands energy. So beautiful. Okay, let's get you a Moonology. I'm seeing this one. Don't let your past hold you back. This came out in a previous one as well. And surrender to the divine. All right, full moon. That's a beautiful card. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Okay, so I'm getting that trust that the other side's got this on your benefit, and that your job is to not let your past hold you back. Okay, and you are good enough. What a strong, important message. You are good enough, and the answers you need are coming. So important. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, let's get you a white light oracle message. And actually, I'm feeling this one, which came out in pile number 2, I believe it was. Number 20, Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. It might benefit you to listen to music at 852 Hertz. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. That is a beautiful gift, and I am actually seeing at the bottom of this pile, Pearl of Sorrow. Okay, number 35. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. And this one has a little prayer here that says, I assume full responsibility for myself and my life path. I call upon the enlightened heart of the universe to assist me to manifest my divine potential through grace, mercy, and love for the greatest spiritual benefit of all beings. And that is so beautiful. Okay, and I am seeing one more. Spirit Bear of 396 Hertz. It might benefit you to listen to music at 396 Hertz. You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time of your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. Oh, I am so excited for you guys. I am so excited for you. Okay. I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you've got this. All right? Love you. Bye. If you picked pile number 4 with the Rider Tarot and the Citrine, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. Now, today we are going to be doing something a little bit different with the Celtic cross, otherwise known as the dove and serpent. because we're using the Two of Swords and drawing ourselves into answers that we seek, right? For our situations, our questions, our decisions that we need to make, okay? And so we are going to try and seek clarity through structure in this way. If you like this, let me know in the comments. If you prefer my more go with the flow, method where my intuition leads me wherever it's supposed to go, then you can let me know. With the center card, we're dealing with the situation, and this one fell out on its own while shuffling. The situation is leaving behind what no longer serves you and moving on towards what does. And that requires, stepping into the unknown a bit, okay? With that Eight of Cups energy there. Your emotional fulfillment, we can have all the beautiful blessings in the world, and they not necessarily emotionally fulfill us. Sometimes we have to find that one thing, right? That one thing. But the challenge there is work, overburdened. A lot has to be dealt with, a lot has to be done, right? It's a heavy burden to carry. With the wands, you're dealing with intuition, power, spirituality, and that intuition guiding you, right? But sometimes if we are so emotionally unfulfilled, we take on way too much trying to find that one thing that does fulfill. Okay? And they're warning against that. Don't take on too much. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should do something. Okay? With the focus, we've got death, right? And in this particular case, we're dealing with complete change, right? The focus is on change in this situation. I'm getting that some of you are feeling a certain way and you're like, I don't want to feel this way, at the end of my life. I want things to change before that happens, okay? And in the recent past, we do see someone who has reached a certain amount of spiritual mastery, right? But we also do see someone who perhaps has left organized religion in some way or another. Catholicism is coming through here, but that does not necessarily mean that that's the case. But you've left some sort of religious structure of some kind that did not serve you. And that is part of that big change that you have made. And now you're trying to figure out spiritually what does, right? You're trying to figure out emotionally and spiritually. Possibilities, becoming a student of a new spiritual path with the Page of Wands, right? Listening to that intuition, allowing it to guide you down a new spiritual path. And some of that is going to be dealing with past life remembrance with these pyramids here in the background, okay? They could be sand dunes, but they are looking like pyramids to me today. So you were seeking spiritual enlightenment. You were becoming a teacher, or not a teacher, although you may be becoming a teacher, a student, okay? And in the near future, you will be taking action, right, on these intuitive feelings that you're having. You will be taking action towards your passion, finding that emotional and spiritual fulfillment. In the power position is your ability to take that action. With that Knight of Wands, it is your passion, it is your willingness to take action and go forward, right? This isn't a slow energy, this is a fast energy, and the power lives in your willingness to do so. The environment is a new spiritual beginning with the Ace of Wands, okay? We are really getting a strong sense of your emotional and spiritual fulfillment being tied together here with this new beginning. In your hopes and fears position, you are afraid of certain things, okay? Excommunication is coming through here with that church in the background. You're afraid of being excommunicated from your loved ones, friends, and family for seeking a different spiritual path. You're afraid of the financial repercussions of leaving behind perhaps a certain community. Okay. You're afraid of being worse off than when you started out on this journey. But know that the answers that you seek are seeking you. You will find them. Okay? And the outcome, celebration. Beautiful Six of Wands, exuberant, jubilant celebration. Not only will you find your answers, but you will find your community. And within that community, you will be a lauded member of it. You will find that joy and that emotional, passionate abundance that you seek. And that is so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. And your crystal being citrine really ties in with that final outcome card there. Citrine represents abundance, invigoration, and prosperity. It works with the crown and solar plexus chakras. Citrine is a crystal of manifestation. It's known as the merchant stone because of its ability to attract abundance, which has more to do with mindset than money or traditional success. It teaches you to appreciate what you have and find joy in all the riches life has to offer. It elevates confidence and self-esteem so you can go after what you want. It also has the power to move stale energy, making way for the heart's true desires. Citrine's vibrations will give you a positive outlook, making it easier to overcome setbacks and achieve your goals. It also gives creativity a wonderful boost. Citrine holds the power of the sun, which can help with fatigue as well as depression. For personal use, hold during a visualization practice to help manifest your objective. At home, it can increase the feelings of warmth and happiness in a space. And at work, it can enhance motivation and stimulate creativity. And I always find that I smile when I look at it. This particular citrine tower, which I love with all of its beautiful rainbows, oops, as I drop it, came from the mineral mushroom. And you can find her on TikTok, and she has her own website, mineralmushroom.store, I believe it is. But you can find her on TikTok and reach out to her in that way. Crystal recommendations for you along this journey are tourmaline, calmness, stabilizing, and reaffirming with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is clarity of thought, right? And tourmaline is very much about protection. And selenite, cleansing yourself and your space. Six of Pentacles. I'm getting for some of you almost like a rebaptism of sorts, right? A cleansing of yourself, your soul, and your space. Snowflake obsidian, 10 of Cups, with self-reflection, protection, and growth. Okay, absorb some of that negative energy there. And then 10 of Swords, kyanite, sight, tranquility, and meditation. Okay, some of you may feel betrayed, I'm getting, with that 10 of Swords energy. For those that, with this 5 of Pentacles that we felt. Okay. And then emerald, protection, love, and wisdom with the King of Cups. Okay, you will find that community you seek. All right, my lovelies. All right, let's pull you a Moonology card, and it just flew right out there, so it's got something to say to you. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay, do not let pride get in your way. It's okay to become a student again. And it's okay to accept that other people don't share your thoughts, feelings, and ideas about things. And it's okay to forgive them for it. It's good to forgive them for their short-sightedness, okay? I'm seeing this one down here on the bottom. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon, eclipse, okay? Now, let's pull you a white light oracle. And I am seeing Sacrament of Extreme Unction, number 34, and number 33, Yeshua Chisago 333, which I always wind up saying wrong. Forgive me for that. And number 20, Spirit Olive 852 Hertz. That came through in at least 3 other piles. Pile 2, 3, and now 4. Okay, number 34, Sacrament of Extreme Unction. the irony is not lost on me for those of you that may have been the part where the Catholic Church was coming through here. Your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move toward it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. You know, when you leave a certain religious ideology or dogma, and you're like, you know, well, if I could have been led astray in this way, then can I not be led astray in another? Right? And there's things like that. And you have to learn to trust yourself again. To let go of that sort of judgment of self in that way and learn to trust yourself again. Number 33. So, it might benefit you to look up the angel number 333. Okay? You shall overcome all obstacles. Success is imminent, so stay connected to your path no matter what and continue to apply yourself. Allow your spiritual path to support you in all areas of your life. Live by your spiritual beliefs. Seek out the support of your spiritual brothers and sisters for help when needed, but also trust that you are intimately and directly connected to the powerful divine light within. There can be a dramatic healing breakthrough when you rely upon your spiritual connection. And some of you, it might benefit you to look up tiger as a spirit animal. Maybe you were born in the year of the tiger. Number 17, 528 hertz, mandala of the heart. It might benefit you to listen to music at 528 hertz. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness, in the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so sweet. Number 20, Spirit Owl of 852 hertz. I love it when the other side gives us sweet, loving messages. Okay. Here we go. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. And interesting here, there's 528 hertz here and 852 hertz here. So the numbers 5 to 8 in whatever order may have some significance to you. Okay? I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you got this. All right? Love you. Bye.